I believe that no Turks and Caicos Islander should be unemployed based on the job audit skills with the number of jobs available in the market. And so today we will talk about issues in the workplace from an employer's perspective of their employees. I'll address some concerns that employees also have of their employers. And I'm aware that some working environments, need a major improvement so that employees can perform effectively. However, there are some environments that are very conducive for excellent performance. But yet, some employers have major issues regarding their employees. And one of the major issues is tardiness. Employees are being paid for working a certain number of hours in a day. It's unfair to an employer when an employee shows up to work late and then leaves work exactly on time. And then when it comes to lunchtime, normally lunch is for about an hour, okay? And I know in the public sector in Turks and Caicos, the lunch break is for an hour and a half. But yet, employees take more than the allocated time for lunch. Employees should make every effort to come to work a few minutes before the start time and then leave after the time ends. Don't leave exactly 5 o'clock or 4:30. Employees should empathize with the employee's position on tardiness. How would you feel if you were the employer and your employees are showing up to work late? How would you react? I believe employees must inform the supervisor at all times if they plan to be late. And if they are late, they should make up that time either during lunch break or at the end of the day. In addition, I know a lot of folks are single parents, and even those are married, you have to pick up your children from school in the afternoons. Then shorten your lunch break or modify your lunch break with your supervisor to coincide with the time to pick up your children from school. The next issue, the use of cell phones and other gadgets and the internet. There is an excessive use of cell phone and the internet, which is unrelated to the work that is being done. And you do this during working hours. And I know that there are many parents in the workplace and their phones are in their possessions at all times and in case of emergencies. However, without any cases of emergencies, employees are on the phone taking away time from their work. Basically, employees are being paid to be on Facebook, WhatsApp, other social media, watching movies, and being on the internet while working. You're getting paid for that, basically, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Multitasking is a challenge, and not everyone can do it. How can you perform effectively on a job and provide your employer with a correct number of hours when you spend a lot of time on the phone and internet? I know the use of phone can be addictive. Trust me, I know. But there must be some control in place. The use of phone and internet for personal use should be used only during lunch hours or breaks that your employer may provide to you. This type of behavior in the job, using the phone and the internet, is a distraction, and it will impact your productivity. If this excessive use continues, soon employees may be forced to implement harsh policies on the use of phone or take drastic disciplinary action. The next issue, confidentiality. Confidentiality is a serious issue. I recall, details about 2 vendors, the Turks and Caicos government, that went on social media where they showed the individual invoicing. I just thought that was inappropriate and should not be tolerated. This information is confidential information. It's none of your business. You do not need to put people's information out there. It's unethical, it is unprofessional. All employees should ensure that employees sign a confidentiality agreement And if there's any violation of this agreement, disciplinary action should take place. Imagine competitive information or personal information gets in the wrong hands. It could be detrimental to that company or individual. The rule of thumb is mind your own business. The next issue, loyalty to the company. I don't think you should badmouth the company that you work for. If you do, perhaps you're on the wrong job. Some employees are bold enough to even vent their issues about the employer on the social media. You know, potential employees are on the social media. They're observing you and will not want to hire you because the same way you did it to your employer, you'll do it to them. So you need to be careful what you put out there in the social media. You should be an ambassador for the company at all times. Learn as much as you can about your company and promote your company. If you hear complaints about your company and you can make a difference, take the initiative and make the changes, even if it's not part of your duties. If you cannot make the change, inform the appropriate individuals who have the authority to make the change so that change can take place. Take ownership of that task and ensure the change is done. You know, there are other issues that employers face, such as employees lying about being sick, negative attitudes, lack of professional. Some employees are just working for a paycheck and not taking the initiatives to learn about other areas on the job. However, I believe the issues that I mentioned previously are the top 3 issues. Employees, I'm aware that you too have issues with your employer that we will address in a future video. However, the onus is on you to be wise on your job and exceed the expectations of your employer. Do the right thing. Be wise on your job.